Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of TWIRL. This is the show where we recap what's been happening in the world of Rocket League. We've got a longer recap this episode, taking a look at the huge announcement of Rocket League going free to play. There's the delay of the Season 14 rewards, as well as an extension on Rocket Pass 6. There's the possibility of a Mr. Beast vs Lethamyr $10 million challenge. And of course, we've got the goals and the fashion. So let's jump into the news with the massive announcement that Rocket League is going free to play. Now, I would say this has been the first big positive change since Rocket League was picked up by Epic Games. Going free to play is going to bring in a large influx of players and might be the step needed to make Rocket League compete against titans such as Fortnite and League of Legends. So now we're going to start taking a look at some of the details about this update. The first question is, when is this update going to be released? And unfortunately, there's no official date. We finally have some tournament additions coming to the game. You could play against others in your rank, dominate the brackets, and earn rewards. Been highly requested by the community. Psyonix hasn't managed to deliver, but hopefully it changes with this update. The update's also going to bring a revamped challenge system, introducing new weekly and even season-long challenges to unlock free items. I've always felt that the weekly challenges have been a bit barebone, but hopefully the season-long challenges are more complex, adding some extra depth into the game. Psyonix is also introducing the legacy status with this update. Anyone who has played Rocket League online before the launch of the free-to-play system will receive a whole list of free items. There's a bunch of Rocket League branded DLC that you'll receive for free. There's the established 20XX title. This one's very unique and interesting, and it displays the first year that you played Rocket League. 200 plus common items within the game are going to be upgraded to the legacy quality tier. What this might imply is that there's going to be a new list of base items added to Rocket League. Players will also be receiving the Huntress player banner, the Dicey Oro wheels, and the Golden Cosmos boost. There's also one final item, that's the Faded Cosmos boost, and it's awarded to anyone that's played online before the free-to-play announcement. The final change with this update is a new cross-platform system. Psyonix says that once Rocket League goes free-to-play, you'll be able to bring your inventory, Rocket Pass progress, and competitive rank to any platform where you play Rocket League through an Epic Games account. Now, this cross-platform announcement had a lot of people worried and confused. The first big question, will there now be cross-platform trading? But Psyonix made the announcement that they have no plans for cross-platform trading. They stated, and I agree, that it would negatively hamper a lot of the trading environments. Items differ in price from the platforms. They tend to be a lot cheaper on PC and more expensive on the consoles. But how I think the system will actually work is that you link all your accounts to the Epic Games version. From there, you can transfer items between the different platforms, but you can only trade with other players where that item originally came from. So if I have a white hat on PC, I can move it to PlayStation, use it there, but it cannot be traded on PlayStation. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of information regarding the system. It seems to be what most people are asking about, so we're just gonna have to wait and see what Psyonix implements. Now finally, there are some concerns with going free to play. The one concern is because Rocket League is not going to be generating income from selling the game, that they might become greedier when it comes to cosmetic items. Another major concern is that we're probably going to see an increase in smurfing and boosting in the competitive scene. Psyonix has however stated that they're going to be implementing systems to try and counter that. And finally, a concern with free-to-play games is the problem of cheating. If a player gets banned and the game is free-to-play, they can generally easily create another account. Cheating in free-to-play games is very problematic in first-person shooters, with aimbot and wall hacks giving huge benefits to the player. However, cheating doesn't seem as rampant or beneficial when it comes to Rocket League. I would say it's a similar scale when it comes to MOBAs. Yes, you might see the occasional cheat, but it's not a major concern. We then had some news surrounding the Season 14 rewards and Rocket Pass 6. These were delayed or extended until Rocket League's next major update, and I think it's gonna line up with Rocket League going free to play. A massive influx of players would be the perfect time for them to release Rocket Pass 7. We then had Lethamyr challenging Mr. Beast to a $10 million 1v1. Now Mr. Beast was down to do this challenge, but Lethamyr quickly responded to one of his fans and said he doesn't actually have this amount of money. Not too surprising there, and I expected the whole thing to maybe fizzle out, but Lethamyr tweeted back a week later that he got his lawyers to sign up a contract. There was no response from Mr. Beast, so I'm not sure if we're ever going to see this $10 million 1v1, but hopefully they work something out because it could be interesting to watch. We're then going to be moving on to our plays of the week. First one's from Everything998. Has no boost but pulls off a flip cancel into a flip reset and has a nice touch to finish it off. We then have this one by AJL. Features some nice recovery work to beat out the defender, a good read off the wall, and this beautiful cancelled flip shot to finish it off. The next one is from Panda Express. Grabs a flip reset off the ceiling and finishes it off with an amazing Breezy flick. Next is ttreed, also grabbing himself a flip reset off the ceiling, falls down onto the ground with a pogo and beats out both defenders. We then have a funny one from Capital Apostrophe. Gets locked up in Rule 1 with the opponent, but the opponent's teammate comes flying through the air and gets substituted in. We then have a funny nail biter from Jay Moore. His teammate steals one of the boost pads, goes to the other one, gets stolen by the other teammate. With very little boost, gets himself a save, but the ball's still in the box. Gets bumped once, manages to save the ball, gets bumped again, and somehow it manages to get cleared. We then have some plays from our Discord server, and you'll find it linked in the description if you guys want to submit any of your own plays or any of your own fashion designs. But the first Discord play is from Frusty the Snowman, and it features this beautiful wave dashing combo into a flip reset with a nice little flick over the defender. The next one is from Bruh. Grabs himself some boost, he's going up the wall, flip resets off the ceiling, Musty flick, he's going for the read, and unfortunately he misses it. And the final play is a similar one from Bramskii, but this time he finishes it off. We're then going to be moving on to our fashion for the week. The first design is from the Dayman, and it's a sunset Fennec with just a beautiful mix of colors. We then have some more Fennec designs, this time from TheBeefiestSquatch, and these are some really interesting cel-shaded Borderlands cars. We then have two designs from Bumpy. The first one features those uncommon Shima wheels that you rarely see, and Bumpy paired up the rectangles on the tread of those wheels with those rectangles on the Dominus Afterlife decal. And the second design, which is probably one of my favorite Rocket League designs ever, this one's centered around the Vulcan wheels. I've played around with these, could never make them work, but they're great here. It looks like you got some red cabling going around the car, and some great use of the paint finishes. We then have a fantastic thematic design from FabM, centered around Roadrunner. Puffin's also getting thematic with a Puffin based design. I think this one's really cute. And the final design is from Anor. It's this ET phone home design, making use of the new Interstellar Black Market decal. But that is going to be a wrap for this episode of TWIRL. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought about this one. Are you excited for Rocket League going free to play? Or do you think it's going to negatively impact the game? Also, if you guys are enjoying these videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. And my friends, I will see you in the next one. Bye.